final, Rory?
Oh, it's pretty unreal, especially with winning it like that in those circumstances. A tight game. You don't want it to be tight, obviously. You'd rather be out 6 goals ahead and comfortable win. But when you win it like that, when it was seesawing, it was unbelievable. And there was a lot of emotion in the game. And I was pretty happy with it. It was my first final. So, very emotional game.
Those always talk about that when you hit yourself in a hole, you always look for some other time you've dug yourself out of it. Is that really important now that you've got that experience? First final, dug your way out of it, that the next time you hit a wall, you know what to do?
Yeah, I think it builds our resilience as a group, and I think we've had that all year with certain games that we've, shown that resilience again. But yeah, to come up against a quality side like that and lose the lead late, and then to be able to seesaw it back and get back in front with some big plays from certain players, it gives us a lot of confidence going forward and on to next week.
Talk about the resilience. The one thing that's really notable is if you have a bad game, all of you respond the next week. What is it about Adelaide that you find a way to correct yourselves or find a way to rebound every week?
I think it's just that we have a really high standard set at the club. It starts with our training standards being high, and then moving from that onto game day. I think we were pretty disappointed with the week before with how we performed against Geelong, and then this week we obviously knew that it was a sort of do or die situation, and as I said, coming off a disappointing result, so we wanted to come out and we did. We showed a lot of character, and as I said, it was a resilient game for us.
Rory, a lot of talk externally about the skipper and how big he was in the big moments. Just being out on the ground and watching him do what he did, how much did you get from that? How inspiring was it?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It's just on-field leader, exactly what you want for your leaders, and I don't think he was very good in the fourth, especially. But I think there was other certain players that came out too, like Sauce took a few contested grabs, and so did Danger in critical times of the game. Sloaney stood up all throughout the game and got us kick-started, and so did Eddie. So I think there was a wide even contribution from the team, and I think but going back to Tex, he was a beast. Like, he was unbelievable, and we built a lot of confidence off him as a team.
Being at the game, the atmosphere was amazing. The Crows fans made so much noise. Just how important is that you get that support again this week, because it seemed to give you boys a real lift? It was very noticeable being in the crowd just to see how loud they were. How important is that for you guys?
Yeah, it's unbelievable that we've got such a good supported base. As we're running out, I sort of noticed it as we were running down to the goals that had their flags, and the amount of people that took the trip over, whether it was by plane or by car, it was just great for us, and gives us a lot of confidence that they have a lot of support from the people in the state. So, hopefully we can do it again this week with their supporters coming over and supporting us. But big thanks to them.
Well, if you look back that last time you played Hawthorn at Adelaide Oval, they lived up to their reputation of being unsociable hawks. They do it again at the MCG where everything's on the line. What's the message on how a young side like Adelaide's to behave? What instruction are you getting, particularly after that Adelaide Oval game?
I think it's be smart with how you kind of react to it. If they come out and do that, then good on them. We'll embrace that. It's finals. It's a do or die situation again for them and for us. So I think there's a lot of emotion that comes in through these big games, and we'll embrace it, the physicality of the games, and just be smart about it. Don't give away frees, and I think that's what every team wants to do. You want to be rough, but you want to be smart with how you do it.
Do you feel that you guys got a maturity or a strength to not get sucked into it?
Yeah, I guess. I think it's just a matter of not getting too caught up in the moment. I guess it's just being smart, as I said.
Your season personally, mate, All-Australian nominee, and today chosen as the Crows' most courageous player by AFLPA. What do those sort of things mean to you?
It's obviously nice to get recognised, especially by my peers. I think that's a big confidence booster for me, that my players that I play with each week think that of me, and it's a great honour to be selected in that kind of role. In terms of the All-Australian, I think it's just once again good reinforcement that I'm playing my role each week and maybe doing a bit more, which is good. So besides that though, I think I'm way more concentrated on winning finals. Starting this week, last week I should say, it was a great first game to be involved in terms of a finals game, and that's all I'm putting my focus towards, and leaving that aside.
How much did Walshy influence you, though? He gave you a certain role this year. How much did that impact on the breakout year that you've had?
I had a pretty big impact on me when he came into the club. He spoke to me one-on-one and told me pretty much straightforward what he wanted from me and was really clear with what he expected from me each week. So I think that gave me a lot of confidence in not trying to do too much, and I can come back to that and sort of work off that each week, and I think it's proved to kind of work this year.
What role did he give you when he spoke to you in those chats?
He started me off as a half-back pretty much, and said, you got to watch your strengths and then work on your weaknesses as well. So, and then he said you got to be flexible in terms of going to the midfield, etc., which I've done this year. So it was just a matter of him just being really clear with what he wanted.
So how proud of you of what you've done to live up to what he asked from you?
Yeah, I'm just pretty happy to sort of be in the team. That's what it sort of started with, just playing my role each week and trying to get the wins. And obviously he gave me a lot of confidence in what I was doing, and played a big role in me getting back to playing consistent AFL football.
Are you driven by what he said to you a little bit still? You still trying to...
Yeah, I think we all kind of driven by what he left with us, and he had a massive influence on the group, and I think we take that into each game each week.
When you've lost 5 games in a row to any side, how do you approach it? What do you learn from it? Make sure it's not 6 in a row.
I think we just review it as we do in terms of preparing for any opponent. I think in terms of Hawthorn, last time we were in the game for 3.5 quarters, there was just a few lapses here and there that sort of they took their chances, and I think we've got every right to be confident in the way that we've been playing recently, and we've taken out some top teams this year, I should say. We're going to this week full of confidence.
You go into this week, you've got almost no injuries on the list. You've just run over one of the premier running teams in the competition. How big, it doesn't get mentioned, how big is the fitness stuff for you guys?
Yeah, great. We've got a really healthy list at the moment, and that's showing out in the training track too, with the standards of the players that are currently not in the team. They've been pushing forward, and they had a lot of strong performances in the SANFL as well. So the fitness team have been really diligent with how they prepare each player for each week, and the way they monitor them throughout the week, which is credit to them. We're healthy, running well, and I think we're actually running out games pretty well too, which is good.
Last one, guys.
Back 6 as well. You guys are young. It looks like you're really gel. Got a good understanding of each other.
Yeah, I think that's sort of the continuity of playing with each other. We've got the very young back 6 led by probably Daniel Tully, who's in the leadership group, and he played a massive role on the weekend. But I think it was a really even contribution. Luke Brown's solid as ever. Cole Cheney came in, hadn't been in for 10 weeks or whatever it was, and he comes in and plays a massive role. And I think it's just really even with how we play down there, and the way we play sort of meshes with each other, which is good. So the more games we play, the better we'll get.
Now we were saying you guys are living the dream.
What's that, sorry?
Now we're all putting it on this as the Adelaide footy team's living a dream at the moment. Do you actually dare to dream what could be this year?
Yeah, I think I think it's said a couple of times. Why not us? We've come this far. I think we're playing some really good footy against some top teams. So, as I said, we're full of confidence, and we're ready to play this week.